All right, so we just got done breakfast at Tudor's Biscuit World. Mom, every time we come to West Virginia, we always come to Tudor's Biscuit World. So tell us what your fascination is with Tudor's.
Well, my memory of it was better than our experience today. Like everything else, it's sort of curious, but it was okay. We had a good breakfast.
Okay, so we're here on Chestnut Street in South Charleston, my mom's hometown, and we're here in front of Spring Hill Pastry Shop, which is very sentimental and nostalgic for my mom. Mom, you want to tell us about why Spring Hill Bakery is so special to you?
Well, it's not just special to me, it's special to many people. But the elementary school I went to was just across the street there. It's not there anymore. So we often came to lunch here, just across the street. There was another little sandwich shop, but the bakery was the big attraction. They made hot bread every morning, and so for about 15 cents we could buy a loaf of bread, and that was often our lunch. But they make delicious pastries still to this day, and many people come from far away to get their goods, their products. They make delicious cakes.
All right, so we're gonna go into Spring Hill Bakery now and see if they have this famous bread that my mom ate every day. All right.
Can't wait.
Yeah. Receipt for yours, and then
It just came out from the end. It just came out.
yeah, but we can slice that one.
Can I help you? No need to slice it.
You got
Two
one?
holes on the phone, so they
You got
want
one,
to get them.
two? Leave it on, guys?
So they got the bread.
So it'll be out about probably 1
It
o'clock.
just came out of the oven.
Not even sliced.
No, I told her not to slice it. We never slice it. We just
Ma'am, are you waiting on?
Okay, so we're here at the first house you lived in South Charleston. How old were you when you lived here?
That's from the time I was born until junior high, till I went into the 7th grade. We lived here.
Okay.
And it was much different then. It was just a very small house that my mother and father built when they got married. It only had 3 rooms, a kitchen and 2 bedrooms, and I spent most of the time outside playing after I got old enough. The hill there is a nice creek. Down there and spent the summer playing around and looking for wildlife and whatever. But this was it. Very simple upbringing.
Okay, so we're still on Chestnut Street here, but just outside of South Charleston. And Mom, this house behind you, which obviously has been remodeled and doesn't look the same as when you lived here. You lived in 3 different houses here in South Charleston.
This was the second one.
The second one?
We built it, we had it built and moved into it about 1954, 1955. I was in middle school. But this house was really a big deal because it was brand new and 3 bedrooms, and we had our own bedroom, and it was really a step up.
Okay, so we're here on looking at the back of the third house you lived here in South Charleston.
My grandparents lived in this house. It has an upstairs and a downstairs, 2 living quarters. And we lived here until we left the area.
Okay. Okay, so we were driving down Route 25 of Dunbar City looking for the old Kingdom Hall where Mom used to go, and we found it, which is looks like it's some sort of Union Hall now. And Dad, you didn't attend this congregation, but you had been here to this Kingdom Hall.
I've been here 2 or 3 times to give public talks.
Okay.
My grandmother's house was over here. Let me walk over here and see. This road here comes up from where down at the bottom of the hill through past my grandmother's house. But the road we always used was right over here. So when we were coming, we would drive up this road, drive up to this pathway here, and our house set right up there. You really can't see where it was right now. It's all grown up, and there's too much brush for me to walk in there. Right along here somewhere there was a well that was in our front yard.
And the house would have been
House had been up in this area. Yeah.
about where I'm standing.
Yep. So this is where I grew up. Our front porch would have been right about here, and the house extended out that way and back toward the back here. In the wintertime, we would also sleigh ride down this hill. And I remember one time the school didn't have indoor plumbing. It had toilets outside.
Right.
There was a toilet sitting just about where the end of that building is there. So we would come here and go down that road straight, not curve around, go straight. And that's how I got this scar on my head. I ran into the toilet on the corner of the toilet. I went probably from grade 1 to grade 5 in this schoolhouse here.
And this was about a 3-minute walk from your house.
Yeah, 2 minutes, 3-minute walk, yeah.
So we're just at the bottom of the hill that we came down.
And
So what was it? Was it just called Petona Elementary?
call it Petona Elementary School. Then from grades 6 and 7 and 8 was at the building across this road there, which has now been turned into a church also. But
Okay.
this is where I'm from.
we are about maybe a 10-minute walk from your house.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So tell us about Petona Beach.
Well, when I was growing up, this was a very in-thing place. I mean, there was a lot going on. They had a dance floor here. They sold drinks and sandwiches, and it would be full of people, but now there's nobody here. Well, the house here, this gray cement cinder block house, is the house where Margie's grandmother and grandfather bought when they moved over to serve where the need was great. And when we got married, the grandfather had already passed away. And so we moved in with Margie's grandmother and lived here and pioneered here for until we went to Gilead.
Okay. All right, Dad. So we're here. This is Fostersville?
Fostersville.
Which is just a couple miles from Seth.
Yes.
And this brick building behind you here, what are we looking at?
Well, this is the Kingdom Hall that was built. And later on, the congregation was dissolved, and this Kingdom Hall was sold to a private party, and they turned it into a house. Before that, there was a house sitting here, just right where those trees are, and we had a Kingdom Hall there for several years.
The original house, that's where we were married.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah.
been torn down now, but it was a
Okay.
Kingdom Hall.
So